Hi and welcome to another Type with me. In this video I want to talk about a more advanced features or capabilities of React Flow. In one of the previous videos somebody in the comments asked me to create a video around an if-else logic tutorial for React Flow, and I thought, why not create some kind of an application that does that and just explain the code and help you along the way learn more what is possible with React Flow. So first of all, I just want to show you how this works and what you can do with React Flow. What we will do is create this kind of a video. We create a run flow button, and when you click on the run flow button, it goes from one node to another node, and then it applies certain logic and then goes to the right part, right? So that's great. One of the things you need to know is that React Flow helps you to create node and edges, and it's just a framework to draw that. But under the hood, you need to create your logic, your engine, your code yourself. So in this regards, how are we going to create something like this? Alright, so I have created an application, and in that application you will see we have a package.json, and in that package.json we have React, React DOM, and React Flow, right? That we're starting to use. We're also using Vite and TypeScript, and if we go to the app.ts, then we will see here that we have an active node, set active node. Here we see that when our active node is equals the node.id, we change the border, and you saw that when we click on play, the active border changes, right? And here, for example, we have that button. We say run flow visual. We have our initial nodes, we have our edges, we have our value. Our value is 15, right? And here we go to these nodes, node edges, node types, fit view, and so on. Of course, we have a special node, the if node. We're gonna go right into that right away. Here we have our initial nodes. We have our start, type input, label start. Here we have our type if. We have a condition, context.value bigger than 10. So our value is 15, right? Then here we have our if true, then our true part, and then here we have our false, and then our false part, right? And then we have our edges where we can go from one edge to another edge, right? And that's actually our complete flow. Then if we go to the if node here, this is the if node, and in the if node itself, we just identify and say, hey, the if node, it has this kind of a border, if, and then some styling, right? Or data.condition, our conditions, right? And we have our handles. So if you looked at the previous videos around React Flow, you know how to create custom nodes to visualize on your React Flow canvas, right? But of course, the biggest power lies into the run flow visual. So here we say these are my start node ID, this is my nodes, these are my edges, this is my context, and on step we're going through them, right? So here, while current node ID, on step current ID, we create a promise, and in this promise we set a timer of 600, and that's the reason why you can see that we go from one step to another step to another step, and we really go slowly through the process, right? And then here we can say const node.find the current node. If node type equals if, then we do an evaluation condition node edges dot find here, and we say if the source handle is true or false, and if it's true it goes to the one end, if it's false it goes to the other end, right? And evaluate condition is another step here, and we say here function condition context. It's our context, return and the condition itself, and we execute actually that function. So that's actually it. What we could do actually is create another node where we do a plus or a minus of certain values, and we can go through that and then see how this will react, right? So if I extend this, you see here that I have created something like a mod node here, and if I run this, we start with 15 and then we do mod minus 8, and then if 15 minus 8 is 7, so 7 is smaller than 10, so we go here to the false part, right? So this is actually a little bit of an addition that I did onto the code, and I'm going to show you how you can do it, and hopefully you learn a little bit more about it, how you can manipulate these kind of flows, right? And again, one of the skills that you will see that will matter most is just to understand the concepts. A lot of LLMs will write code in the near future, so again, a lot of these things will be probably written by an AI, but you just need to understand these concepts very well. So I am a big believer that this is really crucial to understand how things happening. So one of the things that I did was I created a mat node, and in the mat node here you'll see that I just added it here. Node types if node mod node. I here added minus, right, an extra node into it, here minus and then value minus 8. In the mat node you see here that I have a value with of type number, right, and then here you have your data.value, and within the engine itself what you could do here is see node type, and here we have node type mod. We say that context.value plus equals node to data.value is there. So if we loop over it, we can grab the context, we can grab the current node that we are on, and we can grab the value that's in that node, right? So that's a very important one, where I added this, right? And if we then click on the button to run flow visual, we start with value 15, right? And then here we say that data minus 8 is 7, and then we can execute everything correctly. Another cool thing that I just also want to mention is that we have here handles, handle source true, here position bottom. What we just do is have the value, for example, and which is that ID, and here you will see that we have one handle at the top, position top. We have one handle at the left side, which is green, and one handle at the right side, which is red. And so you can very easily manipulate one target to another one, and so you can create cool diagrams on top of that and just route them to the right way. So if we just gonna show you how this looks like within the browser, you see how this has been constructed, and I hope you enjoyed it and understand why I've created and added this extra mat node into this React if else application. So just to show you a little bit how this looks like, then it's like, hey, we start -8 and then if, and then we have the false part, right? So I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you liked it. Please give this a thumbs up if you liked it, if you understand it, if you think this is a great video for you, and please subscribe to my channel. It means a lot to me. Thank you very much. See you next time.